Welcome back to Sunrise. Mark Oppold. Great to be part of a superior team here as we lead off this new year with the big sale, the Bell Ringer sale. Lots of great cattle coming up here. Great cattle coming up in February at the 44th annual time they've done this. The Krebs Ranch annual bull sale. Jake Scott from the ranch. He's been there 16 years. Jake, congratulations there. Great run, great ranch. I know you're all looking forward to February 15th and your 44th annual sale.
It's a really big day for us, Mark, and good morning. Thanks for having us.
You have it's at 12:30, by the way, folks. Write that on the calendar, 12:30 Mountain Time on Thursday, February 15th. You've got what you told me about 270 bulls, Jake, lined up this year. Talk about that lineup.
That's right, Mark. 270 bulls sale. Be one of our larger sales that we have each for the past 44 years. That's going to be about 25 of our fall 18-month-old bulls. Balance will be January and February born Angus yearling bulls. Plus, we have about 10 Hereford bulls in the offering every year as well.
44 years. I know you have repeat buyers. We've talked before. That says a lot about the Krebs Ranch, and you're really kind of like a family reunion every February.
It is. You know, this is kind of like our spring branding, to be honest with you, where people in the neighborhood from near and far come together and we get to reunite with a lot of folks. And so it's a good time for us. It's always exciting to get to display our product to our friends and to our customers, both old and new. So, yeah, it's a very special day.
Well, those repeat buyers know what's coming here February 15th. But for those folks tuning in and maybe first-time buyers, what sets your cattle apart at Krebs from others that they might be looking at this year?
Well, Mark, we certainly recognize that people have a lot of choices these days in bulls, and especially in Angus bulls. But the reason people come to Krebs Ranch and the reason that people come back to Krebs Ranch is that, in a nutshell, our bulls are going to sire a heavier muscled, thicker butted, faster growing kind of calf that'll have more eye appeal and quality than others you can find. And the reason that that's so important to our customers is that 90% of them sell their cattle across the scale in a sell ring or on the video like we're talking about right now. And the people that buy them are going to look at two things. They're going to look at the scale weight, and then they're going to make a visual appraisal of those cattle. And the phenotype of the cattle, the eye appeal of the cattle, the performance of the cattle are priorities that we've never wavered from and we never will. And I think that's what customers really appreciate about our bulls and the kind of cattle that they sire.
You bet. You know, you mentioned quality a couple of times in there, and rightfully so. Your motto is for 44 years, maybe before that, the other generation, think quality, think Krebs. Talk about that a little bit, what that means here in 2024.
It's a good question. And, you know, the way technology has evolved in the beef cattle business, we have so many tools at our disposal now. We have genomics, we have EPDs, and there's more coming all the time. But the one thing that I think it's important that we never get away from, and we don't want our customers to get away from, is their cow sense. The common sense, the foundation that probably their grandparents and their grandparents built these ranches on. And things like foot quality, testicle size, fertility, muscle, longevity, things that we don't always have boiled down into an EPD, but a good stockman knows the importance of, we've never lost sight of. And those are the things that we call quality. And the fact of the matter is we just like good looking cattle. And every day when we get up and do this, we want to do it with some cattle that we think are exceptional in terms of their eye appeal and their build. And we're really honored to be able to have a cow herd that we do that can produce the kind of bulls that we'll be able to offer on February 15th.
Wow. Well said. Jake, thanks for your time this morning. Jake Scott from Krebs Ranch, Gordon, Nebraska. Their annual bull sale, 44th annual, coming up Thursday, February 15th, 12:30 Mountain Time. We have some cattle to sell here again at Bell Ringer. We'll get to that, but more Sunrise is coming up.